Phoenix has had another instance of police brutality, and we're going to have a bit of video for you in just a minute. I want you to understand that this is a video of a cop brutalizing a woman. But you should also understand that not only is Phoenix as an area really bad in terms of police brutality, this particular police officer has a history of complaints lodged against him before the incident that you're about to see. So again, consider yourself warned, and here's a bit of what happened.
Tom 600 code 6. Hi.
Okay.
What's your license?
I don't have it on me.
You have any ID on you?
Why am I getting pulled over?
Man, 600 West Camelback, or excuse me, Indian School Road.
Why am I getting pulled over?
Is this your car?
No.
Bravo John Sam.
Why am I getting pulled over?
5455. Do you have ID on you?
No. Why am I getting pulled over?
Put your hands behind your back.
Excuse me.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop. 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 Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Hands behind your back.
Why are you
Tom 600. Give me another unit.
Why are you arresting me?
I'm asking for your ID. You said you don't have any ID.
Can I get it? It's in my car.
You said you didn't have ID.
I do. What did I do?
Give me your arm.
Let me get my car.
Give me your arm. Stop. Stop.
She's absolutely brutal. The woman that you see in that video is Mariah Valenzuela, 23-year-old. The incident happened one night in January, and the officer there is Michael McGillis. So we're gonna have more on this, but Ben, I wanted your sort of immediate reaction to what you just saw.
Yeah, I didn't watch the clip beforehand because it's difficult to watch these clips. It's difficult to have to report on it on a regular basis, especially because it's a consistent theme across this country. Yeah. The police officers, they are always in attack mode. They are always saying that they fear for their lives, and we saw that there was absolutely no reason whatsoever for this officer to behave in this manner, except for the fact that we saw his track record. This is what he does. So the question is how long are we going to put up with this, and how long would his bosses and the mayors of the cities allow these people to behave like animals?
Hey, 100%. I mean, we're watching it. We see what he said. We see what he did. She wanted to know why she was being harassed. Everyone should have responded that way. Why are you coming up to me? Why are you talking to me literally at all? Let alone just seemingly from nowhere decides I'm gonna arrest her. Yeah. And because she didn't immediately I don't know. He starts beating her. Yeah. And we know, by the way, how many times have we seen, it doesn't matter how much you comply with what the police are doing. It is not gonna save you when a police officer decides that this is the road that he wants to go down. She says, he grabbed me and threw me on my car and kept slamming my head. I was really afraid. It was dark and there was no one around. You can see a picture of her following the incident. He at one point in an extended part of the video says, why won't you act like a young lady? This is after he's begun beating her effectively. She wasn't being enough of a young lady. She was eventually taken to jail, accused of resisting arrest and quote, creating a substantial risk of physical injury to an officer.
Yeah, so that's a core part of the problem, right? This system is designed to give as much leeway as possible to police officers, right? They have the ability to escalate situations that had no need to be, there was no need for it to be escalated in the first place. And in that escalation, you as a person who's just simply trying to survive that encounter can be charged with crimes simply because that officer chose to escalate.
Yeah, and in terms of oh my God, how many times have we seen cops freaking out about how scared they are and how they have to use force and they have to use lethal force because they're so terrified that they're about to die, that all of these people they interact with are about to kill them with their bare hands. That's apparently how so many of these cops go through literally every day. You should know that in this particular case, Valenzuela is 5'2" and weighs 98 pounds. 98 pounds.
Listen,
she didn't do anything.
I want to be honest with you, right? If a police officer is that afraid, and a police officer feels like that kind of force is necessary with someone that small, they don't need to be a police officer.
As reasonable people, we can look at a video and say, what if this person wasn't a cop and they were doing what they were doing? Would any part of it be acceptable? Anything that he was saying, anything that he was doing? Or does it just seem like a really creepy guy that liked having power over this woman, the power to just come up to her out of the blue with apparently no justification. She was, by the way, booked on a DUI, even though her blood alcohol content was well below the legal limit. And this is just, I know that we're running out of time, so we don't have a ton of time to get into it. But their attempt to sort of rewrite that experience to make it look as if he was put in that place, he had to do what he was doing. We've come to just expect that. And Phoenix police have done things like tackling a blind man, threatening to shoot a man in the head in front of his children while investigating a shoplifting, killed a man struggling with mental illness after mistaking police handcuffs for a weapon, and fatally shot an unarmed man in the back. So this is both an individual case where this person had already had incidents like this and in an area where they're becoming all too common.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.